This story, I know it has been circulating like wildfire. It has gone viral. It's about a woman who used a Gorilla Glue hairspray and in hopes that she could get the style that she was aiming to achieve, and she did just that. But unbeknownst to her, she tried several attempts to wash this spray out, and it wouldn't bring her hair to where she could even comb or get run anything through it. Her hair is like permanently stuck to her scalp. And so she was really basically in tears. And the thing that I'm going to say with this is be careful what products you put in your hair. And what I do notice, I'm going to add to this before I get into this. It's a very short article, and I know a lot of people have seen this young lady, and there's some other horror stories, hair stories out there. This Gorilla Glue, I've seen these products in the black community beauty supply shops. They have the gels, even in the 99-cent stores where people are in areas where they don't have a whole lot of money and they buy all of these little hair care products, something to just kind of slick their hair down or whatever, style it however way. And um, some people tend to go to beauty supply shops because they have all of the different quality of products that you'd want to use. And I've seen the sprays, the gels right in the sections next to the all of the other black hair care products. And so this is very misleading when you see these products there, not knowing that they're dangerous. And now we see someone coming out talking about her experience. Unfortunately, it's sad, but it's just like even like the perms, how they could be really toxic and damaging to the hair, and they continue to sell it. You know, you hear horror stories about those products, and then you hear about even the lace front, the glues. Um, uh, a famous young lady talked about her experience, Countess Vaughn, who was in the series show called The Parkers. She talked about how she would use because it is popular a lot, where young black women, they'll, even though they may have their own hair, they like to change up the styles and wear all the trendy styles, the hair colors and wigs. And they had this thing where they had a lace front, and you spray or you dab glue on your forehead, and unfortunately that glue has toxic chemicals in it, and it gets into the skin, and it can permanently cause your edges to thinning out or disappear somehow. They say it's from the tension. People get frustrated and they don't take their time to take off the wiglets, but they'll they'll. But even if you do, I feel like even if you're putting some glue there, it's meant to keep something in place. So even if you're careful about taking it out, that glue's still going to be stuck on the hair, and it's going to damage it over time. And I've seen young women who wear it every day, and that's what they do. But now they have, wigs where you don't put glue. They have other ways of doing that. But also, I've heard horror stories about how they'll have where it cuts off the air circulation, the wigs, and it causes all of the hair to thin it out. I know some people that had that experience, and there's toxins in the wig itself because the hair is glued to some kind of net, and you don't know what's in that. And they sell all of this in the black communities. I've seen a lot of that, and people are, really crazy about that stuff. They wear it, and you see where some people don't wear their hair and they have a full head of hair. They're not bald, but as time goes by, their hair starts to thin out, or they have a lot of hair breakage, or their hair is dry. It doesn't get enough exposure because it's always hidden underneath some kind of stocking cap, and so it cuts off the air and everything else. So I don't think that's probably the safest thing to do if it's overdone. There's a such thing as overdoing things. But in this case, this woman, she just wanted a style. And can you imagine the first time using something like this and then you can't get your hair to unstick? It's super glued to your scalp, basically. It is horrifying. It's sad. Um, and I don't know why they keep selling these things in communities where I see a lot of these products in communities of color. And I believe too, what I've also seen, and I'm going to add, is that the Gorilla Glue, um, Hispanic people will have the spiky hairdos and the slick hairdos, and their hair texture might be somewhat different. Um, and they will have some Hispanic people, Latino people, depending on the hair texture, that will wear the Gorilla Glue to wear the spiky hairdos. And so I believe that might be why some of the products are in there, because they're considered people of color as well. But I believe this product does not mean African American or black people should be, you know, slapping this on their head and sticking their, hair down like this. I don't think it's safe. You know, it just doesn't look safe. I mean, we can't wear everything, just like other people can't wear everything. Everything is not always safe for your hair. I know people want to, advertise that, but, look what happened to her, unfortunately. But anyway, um, this article, it says Tuco. So, woman goes viral after using Gorilla Glue to lay her hair. It stuck on my scalp, and she looked like she wanted to be in tears. It was so sad. This young lady, so a U.S. lady, has been trending on social media after videos of her hair stuck on her scalp surfaced online. And so, okay, so she shared how she ran out of her own gel, and while she was doing her hair, she resorted to using an available option, which was the Gorilla Glue, and it ended up sticking her hair to her scalp permanently. So followers have been laughing at the epic hair fail. It isn't funny. Um, and others have been contemplating her for looking good. They've been complimenting her for looking good and asking her to go to the hospital as well, saying that she's an attractive young lady and her hair looks cute, but she should probably go to the hospital to see if they can give her some kind of solution or way to unstick her hair. So a woman identified as I'm the old lady on Instagram has gone viral after sharing a video of herself explaining the end result of using Gorilla Glue that left her hair stuck on her head for about a month. So I'm the old lady, used the Gorilla Glue on her hair that left all of it stuck on her scalp. Photo credit I'm the old lady Instagram, source Instagram. So the US woman was doing her hair. She ran out of her own gel to lay it down, or her tresses in a sleek dew. So then she decided to use this Gorilla Glue, but never expected the dire result that left her mane completely glued to her scalp. So the woman who was referred to as the old lady tried to wash her hair with soap, cold water, but it still would not budge. So not even a strand stood or moved. On social media, users looked like she was cleaning a shaved scalp. And so this is what she posted on her Instagram page. And so I don't think it shows that. So in the first video, she shared how she washed her hair more than 15 times and trying to weaken the glue, of course, but with no result. And in the second video, she applied a shampoo on her head, trying to wash it up, but later used a wipe since her hair was dry, stuck on her scalp, and she said nothing was changing with a constant effort to try to wash it off. And there was a post on that, and so you can look that up. But here are some of the comments. Sorry to laugh, but the shampoo made it shiny, shiny. And why did you put glue spray in your head? These are the comments that she was getting. Go to the ER. This seems like a month-old emergency. You should go to the hospital. Those chemicals are extremely toxic. I just Googled the spray. And damn, it's for outdoors. Okay, so the spray is supposed to be for outdoors. Now, the spray she's talking about, they say it's for outdoors and really hold garden stuff and tools and shed together. So I seen the Gorilla Glue gel. So I don't know if those two are the same thing. And then I've seen Gorilla Tape. So maybe she, in her mind, she got the impression that it's the same thing. Okay. So she used the spray. So previously, COKE shared a story about a woman who declined to wash her hair for 20 years in fear of experiencing bad luck. According to the lady, she advised by her village elders not to do anything to her hair, leaving many with their mouths open after disclosing she was not washed or cut her hair for 2 decades. So do you have a groundbreaking story? So that's the opposite. So I don't know what these look like. Maybe you guys have seen the what happened to this woman. I don't know. You're almost wondering what's gonna happen to her. So this spray, she said it was Gorilla Glue, and so oh Lord. it it raised my curiosity when I was like, oh my god, Gorilla Glue spray and adhesive. Okay, so let's take a look at what the spray is. All right, if I'm not mistaken, this is the spray that she used. So it's an adhesive. It is a glue, and they sell it at Lowe's, and I'm sure they sell it at Home Depot. But this is what she used on her head. It's a spray adhesive. This is what I saw in her video. Okay, and so now take a look at this now. Okay, so heavy duty, bold, it dries, permanent, easy to use. Okay, so this is what she used. It's a bonding clear multi-purpose adhesive. Okay, and so just take a look at this, you guys. This is what she used on her head. Controlled, wide pad, outdoor, indoor, reposition, clear. So why would you use something like this that's sold in a hardware store on your head? That's what it looked to be. Okay, so now let's look at the Gorilla Glue Gel. This right here. So we saw the spray, okay. And I'm gonna add in here for the sake of, okay, so there's one that's for hair. Okay, it's supposed to be for hair. So let's see if it's any. Okay, Gorilla Glue. This is the glue, super glue. Okay, so there's one for hair. It, you know, I don't know if maybe that's why she put it in her head. Okay, so this is the one that is for the hair. Okay. Okay, so this is Moco de Gorilla Punk Squiz Hair Gel. Okay, so this is the hair gel right here. So look at this one. This is the one that's sold in beauty supply shops, and it's a bestseller. And I don't know now. I don't know that I would. I haven't heard anybody come back with any horror stories. This looks a lot. The packaging looks a lot different. It doesn't look to be the same as this spray here. Do you see the difference? So maybe she was under the impression that they were the same product. But don't you see the difference of the packaging? I just wanted to bring that up to your attention. But still, I don't know that, I have seen in hair videos some girls using this right here. Or they say it's called Gorilla Snot Glue, something like that. But maybe, just maybe, she thought that it was the same product. But if you really do your research, this is not the same thing, I believe. It says spray adhesive. Okay? Let me get a good look at it. But that's what she had in her video. And it's really scary. Okay, so this is the ones that is in the beauty supply shop. There's a difference. I could see, yeah, see it says Gorilla Snot Gel, whatever, Moco de Gorilla, whatever. Okay, so this is the one, and it even sounds like the Spanish Moco de Gorilla. So I see a lot of this in the beauty supply shops. Okay, so this I believe might be supposedly the safer version here of what's supposed to be used in the hair. So maybe there was a level of confusion she had. I'm just guessing. I don't really know if that's what was the problem. Maybe the packaging threw her off. Maybe she just assumed that they're all one and the same. You gotta read it. Look what it says. It says wood, metal, fabric, foam, plastic, paper, glass, leather, but when it says and more, okay, what is the more? The more doesn't mean your head, your hair. So maybe that's what. Okay, let's let this go. Scary. But even with this, I've been a little skeptical. I don't know. I have heard some girls say, "Oh, this works. This holds your head." In the community I live in, Hispanic people will wear the spiky hairdo, like you see this little character here, and they'll use this for the hairstyles. And I have seen where some people who do they do what is it, the baby hair, and they want to glue their hair down. I don't like anything that says glue or that sounds like it's gonna, it could, even with these hair gels, you have to put a lot of soap and do a lot of washing them out because they can mat your hair and leave a lot of gunk and residue in it. So I don't think every hair product, even with this, was supposed to be sort of safe, is that safe. But I could see the confusion somewhat by looking at this. Maybe she assumed that they were one and the same, but clearly you can see these are not the same. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, anyway, having said that, this is a really bad situation. Poor girl. Yeah, she's right. You gotta be Gorilla Glue using Gorilla Glue. Don't use it. And yeah, it looks really shiny. It's stuck to her head permanently. Oh, thanks for listening.